In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I created this video right here. I created it for Swisscom. It was published on their Twitter. You see it up there, Swisscom Gaming. It says Swisscom Hero League Season 2 will start next week. What has changed in Clash Royale since Season 1 and what to expect in Season 2? Hear it from the expert, 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗶 himself. So, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to approach it when you get such a request to create a video. And what is special about this video, it had to be exactly 2 minutes. First, let's watch the video. Amazing moments, emotions, powerful Clash Royale gameplays. And now it's coming back, Swisscom Hero League Season 2. How has the game changed since Season 1? We got 2 new cards in Clash Royale. First, the Goblin Cage. It started out weak, but recently it was buffed. Actually, before I forget, I'm very proud of this video because it had almost 1,900 views by now. That's crazy. And you also see it there. It is exactly 2 minutes. The Goblin Cage starts to appear in many different decks and many competitive esports matches. Next is the Fisherman. Currently, he's still a little bit weak, but he has a unique mechanic. If they buff his damage or make him attack air units, he would potentially become meta and replace the tornado and find his place in many decks. He has that amazing mechanic where he can pull units to the other lane. That's a game changer. And he also brought us new tower skins. The Shark Tank and the Sandcastle tower skin. And then there were also tons of balance changes. Worth mentioning, of course, the 𝗙𝗵𝗱 buff, the magical archer buff. Both of those cards became very strong. So what are currently the most popular decks that are being played? Royal Giant Furnace. He is still a force and I'm sure we will see him more. A lot of bridge spam, battle ram and 3 musketeer decks. Yes, the 3 muskies are back. Then Goblin Giant Sparky. I love to watch this deck. The Royal Hawks Mega Knight decks. The Golem decks. I love those 3 crown wins. Expo decks have had an appearance and we see them now more often in the game. Lava Hound Clone is still a thing. It's always good for some action. So I personally hope to see a lot of 3 crown wins, intense matches and pro plays like kiting. Will last season's talents be successful again? Will we find some new talents? Maybe you will soon find out in Swisscom Hero League Season 2. And there you go, it's exactly 2 minutes. It wasn't easy for me to create the video exactly like that. And I learned really that the shorter the video, the more effort you have to put in it to make it really exactly have the content you want to have in it. So I'm also going to explain you by showing the video how exactly I did it and what the thinking process was in creating this amazing video here. If you're just recording and not thinking about what you want to show, you lose. So what I actually did here, I made a list what I wanted to be in the video. I said this is the intro. In the intro, I want to do this. This is the main content. In the main content, I have the area where I speak about new meta decks, new cards, new tower skins, balance changes, so I'm gonna speak about that, and then there is the outro. And I also thought about what should the emotion be. Like in the intro, I want to create an emotion about the hype of the first season, about the fair play and the excitement of the grand final in the first season. And in the outro, I want to remind of that excitement again, and I want to speak directly to the viewer and tell them that it's very awesome if they are part of this amazing thing. That's the basic grid or the story of the video. Then I went on and in the second column I added what imagery I want, what video clips I want to put there for each of those descriptions that I made. And so this was basically the script of the video in the end. So that resulted in the script of the video. What I want in it, what the emotion should be in it, and what clips I want to have as a B-roll. The full text is scripted because you cannot waste time if you want to fit it in 2 minutes by losing yourself in explanation. So the whole text has been scripted for the video. Then I started recording. First I recorded the face cam. That's what you see right there. I recorded the face cam where I explain everything. Then I was looking for or recorded the B-roll stuff that I want to overlay. And then I mixed it all together, and that resulted in a video of almost 4 minutes. So far away from 2 minutes. And the work actually started there because I had to shorten it to 2 minutes. So how do you do that? In the first take, there was a little bit more memories of season 1. So I figured out I can't go too much into season 1. I gotta shorten this, just give the impression and the emotion of season 1, and then actually move on to the content, to what has changed part of the video, which is a little bit longer. So I focused on the short intro, explaining the changes in cards, balance changes, and what are the meta decks at the moment. Of course, it's not a complete list of all decks that are currently played, but the main deck. And then also I wanted to give a quick outlook, and that felt very important to me to say, you can be part of season 2. That felt very important for me to actually address the audience directly. So after a while, I actually made it to 2 minutes, and this is the final result. Now, after knowing this, let's watch it once again, and I'm gonna halt it just to give you some insights. Amazing moments, emotions, powerful Clash Royale gameplays. And now it's coming back, Swisscom Hero. So here, this is basically the intro. I wanted to create emotion in the intro by showing the winners of season 1, by showing emotion of season 1. That's what I tried. League season 2. How has the game? And then I'm already in the content. And the content, as I said, consists of several parts. Changed in season 1. We got 2 new cards in Clash Royale. First, the Goblin Cage. It started out weak. So first I'm gonna show the 2 new cards. The Goblin Cage and the Fisherman. But recently it was buffed. The Goblin Cage starts to appear in many different decks and many competitive esports matches. Next is the Fisherman. Currently, he's still a little bit weak, but he has a unique mechanic. If they buff his damage or make him attack air units, he would potentially be... I really love this clip where the 2 fishermen, one of them is mirrored, pulling him to the King Tower. That's a really cool clip. And in the original version of the video, that part was a little bit longer, a little bit more explanation. I really had to strip it down. Become meta and replace the tornado and find his... Notice we're already at 38 seconds here. Time is fast when you're trying to get to 2 minutes. Plays in many decks. He has that amazing mechanic where he can pull units to the other lane. That's a game changer. I love this clip. Pulling the giant to the other lane. Brought us new tower skins. And here's very quickly part 2, the tower skin. Very quick, just showing the tower skins. Dark Tank and the Sandcastle tower skin. And then there were also tons of balance changes. Worth mentioning, of course, the 𝗙𝗵𝗱 buff. Notice how this is really sped up. You're not supposed to be able to read the actual balance changes because it has changed up and down many times. You're not supposed to read this. It's just supposed to give you an impression that there have been many changes. Just create the emotion of a lot of change. This is from my 𝗙𝗵𝗱 change video. This is from the Magical Archer video. The Magical Archer buff. Both of those cards became very strong. Of course, it's not the only changes, but it was a change worth it to mention. In the meantime, there is also an executioner change, but that was a buff, nerf buff, so it's unclear where that's gonna lead. That was for season 3 of Clash Royale. There has been some confusion. We're talking here about we're talking here about season 2 of Swisscom Hero League, not season 2 of Clash Royale. Royal Giant Furnace. And in the decks, that's really where I had to make it very short, because I had a lot more explanation about the different decks in it. A lot is actually a little bit exaggerated because it was only 4 minutes. But I had more explanation in there about the decks, and I really had to strip that down and actually just show a glimpse of the actual deck being played. He is still a force, and I'm sure we will see him more. A lot of bridge spam, battle ram, and 3 musketeer decks. Yes, the 3 muskies are back. Then Goblin Giant 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗹. because I love the crowns, the 3 crowns. I wanted to show crowning actions where actually the towers explode like here. And notice it's also sped up. I sped up the clips to make it more fast and actually fit the narrative. I love to watch this deck, the Royal Hawks Mega Knight decks. The Golem decks, I love those 3 crown wins. Expo decks have had an appearance and we see them now more often in the game. Lava Hound clone is still a thing. It's always good for some action. So I personally hope to see a lot of 3 crown wins, intense match. And now we're already in the closing part. Did you notice how fast that went from intro to the contents and now the end part? We have only 10 seconds left for closing this. And what I wanted to do here is create some emotion for the coming season 2. Matches and pro plays like kiting. Will last season's talents be successful again? Will we find some new talents? Maybe you will soon find out in Swisscom Hero League Season 2. Shaking hands, celebrating, addressing the viewer. That's how I created the video. And I hope this helps you if you want to create a similar video on how to approach this. The shorter the video, the more effort. Don't underestimate this. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.